the importance of putting your relationship first. We all know that the most energy, mental, emotional, physical, whatever it might be, it goes to the area of relationships. Relationship decisions has to benefit both people, but also not benefit both people's ego, but benefit both people in their desire to sustain and develop a happy relationship between themselves. Hello, how are you? I'm Shaltiel, the face and founder of Lead Yourself. Welcome to the Lead Yourself Intimate Relationship Series. Here we share and communicate information to help you identify what are you doing good and what you can improve, and how to just be aware and conscious of the importance of you doing everything that you can possibly do to develop and sustain a long-lasting, intimate relationship. So within this video, we will provide you 3 tips on a specific subject, which is the importance of putting your relationship first above the desires of society, your parents, your family, your business. Putting the relationship first because the relationship is the center of your life. This is the reality. We all know that the most energy, mental, emotional, physical, whatever it might be, it goes to the area of relationships. Whether we conscious of it or not, even when we was little, young, so once we got to our teenage years, it's just relationship had a very important part in. If that part of our life is not in order, it can affect every other part for the worse if it's not in order. But if it's in order, it can affect the different areas of our life in a positive way. So that's why here I'll be providing you with tips that will help you stay in a conscious mind in how to do certain mental and practical exercises to keep you consciously aware of the importance of you doing everything that you can possibly do to always put your relationship first, and make sure that you spend the most energy to develop the skills and understanding to be able to properly maintain a happy, successful, intimate relationship. The first tip in helping you put your relationship first is to view your relationship as a totally separate entity of the bond that you have with the person. For example, you have the individual, which is yourself, you have your partner, and you have the relationship. For a better term and to help you kind of better perceive what I'm saying, envision the relationship as your invisible baby. Okay? The same way you have a physical baby, the baby is created and built. Its mental, emotional, physical makeup is built from both of you all. So the same way the baby is a result of both you all bonding together, the relationship is a result of both you all bonding together. Any positivity that you input inside the relationship or the indivisible baby, meaning anything that you promote to your partner relative to the relationship, if it's negative, it will have a negative effect on the relationship. And if it's positive, it will have a positive effect on the relationship. So the same way you would take very caution and make sure that you feed your baby the best food, and the best food that you're aware of, and you try to expose them and expose them to the right food, right information that will make them healthy and strong. That's the same understanding that you have to have when it relates to your relationship. Everything you say, do, even individually, it affects the relationship. It lets you see the importance of you doing everything that you can possibly do, socially, personally, and also between you and your partner, to always put in positivity and encouragement and inspiration, and try to eliminate the negative, all in purpose to increase the chances that your invisible baby, which is the relationship, have a higher chance of becoming healthy and strong. So view and perceive, because everything starts in the mind, the relationship as your invisible baby. Tip number 2, whenever a discussion is put on the table for between you and your partner in relevance to the relationship, choose the solution and find solutions that you feel and you truly believe best benefit the relationship, and try to honestly take away your ego or your personal desires. Choose what's best for the relationship. As we mentioned in tip number 1, you view the relationship as an invisible baby, as a separate entity from both of you all. And that way, when we go to tip number 2, it lets you see the importance of you making decisions that best benefits the relationship, which is the invisible baby. For example, you have a baby, and when you make decisions, the decisions can't be based on what you feel or what you think. You gotta go with what you feel best for the baby, because you want the baby to be healthy and happy and successful. So the same way when it comes to relationship, learn how to put your ego aside, your desires, your emotion, whatever it is. And a lot of times that allows you to see and respect the fact that the relationship is also different from you. It's different. It has a different entity from itself. So the relationship purpose is to build a support system that benefits both of you all. And once the solution or whatever brought to the table benefit both of you all, then that is a good relationship decision. Relationship decisions has to benefit both people, but also not benefit both people's ego, but benefit both people in their desire to sustain and develop a happy relationship between themselves. And tip number 3, which is the last tip relative to how to stay in a conscious mindset of putting your relationship first, is accepting and understanding the fact that love is actions. Actions, which means remove yourself from the idea, if you can, remove yourself of the idea that love is emotion and whatever else you might hear within your environment, whether it's the movies, social media, all that stuff, all that entertainment that they promote just to get you emotionally aroused relative to love. That's not reality. In reality, and what we here at Lead Yourself promote is that love is actions. Meaning if you do a positive action, which is a word, a physical action, a social action, whatever it might be, if it promotes positivity, life, inspiration to the other person, then that is an act of love. If it promotes harm or any type of abuse, emotional, mental, then that is an act of hate. Whatever you consider as positive is love. If it's negative, whatever you consider as negative, then that's hate. Now, of course, you can't be able to dictate everything. You're not going to be able to stop yourself from not promoting and not generating or promoting hate to your partner totally. But you can do your best. You can do your best to avoid promoting hate and put as much energy and conscious and skill to always promote as much as you possibly can love, which is positive actions towards your partner. To summarize this video, tip number 1 is view your relationship outside your individual selves. Tip number 2 is to make decisions best for the relationship and not best for your individual selves. And lastly, tip number 3 is to accept the fact that love is actions, hate is actions, positive actions is love, negative actions is hate. Actions, it can be anything that your partner can identify as an expression from you. If it was informative, if you enjoyed the video, please help let it get to more people. Like, subscribe, share it to your partners, share it to your social media pages, and help the platform grow to help more people. See you on the next video. Thank you.